Hey, F13, Coach Matt here. Good morning. I hope this finds you all well, healthy and well. Wanted to come on this morning and talk about some of the feelings you may be having and some of the difficulties you may be going through in regard to lifestyle and training during this time. Um, some of us may be experiencing some lack of motivation working out at home. You're not in the gym. You don't have all the external stimulus going on that could help with that. You're still struggling with creating routine around the fact that you're at home training with family, eating all your meals at home. Some of you may be struggling with creating that routine. I have a few points here that may help. The first one, I just want to talk about uncertainty. Okay, the uncertainty that we're going through this is as uncertain a time as any of us have experienced in our lifetime. And I think it's important to come to grips with the fact that you don't know. Okay, you don't know what's happening, you don't know what's gonna happen, and that's okay. Okay, I don't know either. The news may or may not be of any help. Elected officials, depending on your opinion, are helping or are not helping, or doing a good job or not doing a good job. But for the most part, uncertainty is here, and we have to live with it. Throwing a pity party about it will not change that. Okay. So the point I want to make on uncertainty is that you decide the story that you tell yourself. Okay, we'll say that again. You decide the story that you tell yourself. All right, we can't control how we feel about certain things, but we can control how we feel about them. Okay? So if you allow something that upsets you, the fact that you're home and you can't go to the gym, let's say that's very upsetting to you. If you allow that to just fester and continue to bother you, it's going to take you down a black hole to nowhere. Okay? So making sure that we're all in this together, and that we're focusing on the controllables in life while you're at home. Okay, don't worry about the things you can't control. You can't control when Tom Wolfe comes out and says, okay, you don't have to stay at home anymore. Focus on the things that you can do at home that will help you improve during this time. Second piece is opportunity. Okay, we want to use this as an opportunity to sort of piggyback off the uncertainty part. We want to use this as an opportunity to set up a foundation of habits that are going to help us grow over time. Okay, so again, Governor Wolf has us in this indefinite sort of holding pattern of stay at home, and the gym won't be open for a while, and non-essential businesses are still closed. We want to look at this as life for the foreseeable future. Okay, so you don't want your training and you don't want your lifestyle to reflect something that is not sustainable. Okay, so if you're out there doing 3-a-days because you're home and you have nothing else to do, how sustainable is that over time? Okay, if you're staying up until 3 o'clock in the morning watching Netflix or whatever, and it affects the rest of your day, how sustainable is that lifestyle? So what we want to try to do is look at this. We're trying to build I know the term new normal has been thrown around a ton lately. But we do want to think about something that we can manage for the foreseeable future. Build a schedule, build habits that are sustainable for these long-term circumstances, as opposed to looking at this day to day, week to week. Okay, so thinking about like what time you go to bed and what time you wake up. Try to make that the same time every day. Okay, try to keep your meals, you're eating at the same time every day. Try to keep quantity and quality consistent. Okay, we don't want to take this time to sit there and do like a total 180 where you were doing this and now overnight you're going to do this, because that could potentially compromise immunity and just put you in a bad place. Gradually make changes, right? So if we want to look at something where, you want to improve your sleep, the amount of sleep you're getting, don't just all of a sudden shift from, what, instead of going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go to bed at 8 p.m. Instead of getting 5 hours of sleep from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., you're now going to go to bed at 8 p.m. And you're probably going to be up around like 1 or 2 a.m. So that's going to screw you up big time. So start gradually going to bed earlier, a little bit a night. Gradually start waking up at a more sustainable time in the morning. All right, trying to follow those circadian rhythms, right? We're awake with the sun, we're asleep with the moon. Now's a good time to try to play around with that. Finally, the last point I wanna touch on here is just gratitude, right? Taking the opportunity to be grateful for what we still have going on. All right. Don't lose sight of the facets of life that are important, right? Right now, that's family and loved ones. Okay. Making sure that you are present and spending time with the family that you can. If they're not in your house, get on some sort of video chat with them, call them, whatever it is you need to do. Check in on people that you need to check in on. Love the people that you need to love and make sure that they know it. Okay. Be grateful for that opportunity. Practice a little bit of mindfulness every day. Okay, take 15, 20 minutes out of your day to just sort of focus on your breathing and be present with yourself. See how your life, pre-COVID looked, and then how your life post-COVID could be different. Okay, taking all this stuff into account, the amount of time you're spending at home with family, and all that kind of stuff, like making sure that, we're coming out of this better and we're coming out of this stronger. Not necessarily from a physical working out standpoint, but from a home life standpoint. Okay, how your life pre-COVID looked and how your life post-COVID, once this is all cleared and good to go, how that could differ, how that could look different. Okay, I hope everybody's well. I miss the hell out of you. I'm grateful for this opportunity to come into your life right now, and I will be even more grateful when I get to see all your smiling faces back in the gym. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your damn hands.